Bowden Jr. out of Kentucky, who played some quarterback in his career, can do a little bit of everything. And they also went with Bryan Edwards, so back-to-back wide receivers.
Lynn Bowden is what you just call, he's a football player. You figure out a way of getting him the football, putting it in his hands, and he's going to know what to do with it. You know, he will be a wide receiver in this offense, probably playing more slot, but I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't at times end up being a wildcat quarterback or getting some handoffs from fly sweeps, something of that nature. You got to love, if you're Derek Carr, what John Gruden and Mike Mayock have done. Not only they provide you a guy with speed, but now they provide you a guy that's going to get you easy yards after the catch in Bowden, and then a big body target who makes the contested catch and is physical at the point of attack in Bryan Edwards out of South Carolina. I really like how Mike Mayock and John Gruden have handled this.
Can't you just hear John Gruden's voice being like, I love Lynn Bowden Jr. They're like, he's a football player, this guy. You know, like I can do
him and Mayock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They love him. You know, again, the trend to try to find maybe a Taysom Hill type player, clearly he's more of a wide receiver type, but he did play quarterback. You can run some gadget plays. And ultimately, I love getting football players. Like, who cares if they're positionless? And if they've done a lot, you add an incredible amount of value there. A smart guy, if you played quarterback, you know a lot of the system. You put a lot on your shoulders, so you can handle a lot as a receiver, which is sometimes a big jump for guys going from college pass schemes where they might have just a couple route concepts they know to the NFL where they put a lot more on their shoulders. So I'm with you. I love this. And Derek Carr's got to be thrilled with some of the weapons that have been added for him to spread the ball around to.
Pete Prisco, what do you think? Back-to-back wide receivers taken by John Gruden. That's 3 of their 4 picks have been wide receivers. Petey Pancakes apparently asleep at the wheel. We do have Ryan Wilson, though, our resident Al Roker at the weather screen. Ryan, back-to-back wide receiver. Don't have Ryan Wilson either, I guess.
Everybody's sleeping.
At least that time we didn't try. What we do have are 2 quarterbacks here, Brady Quinn and Danny Cannell.
Who love just collecting wide receivers.
Listen, that's what I... 3 out of the first 4 wide receivers, that seems like too much.
Here's the thing is, we are not done. There are still wide receivers in this draft that I think will be able to have big-time impacts on their teams. I mean, we've talked about Devin Duvernay during breaks. I mean, he reminds me of Stephon Diggs. He could have that sort of impact, I think, on whatever team decides to draft him at some point in time. Bryan Edwards is a guy that, at his size of 6'3", over 210 pounds, he's going to be physical at the point of attack, a red zone target for you, a high-point target down the field. I mean, these are all things that were lacking in the Raiders' offense, and now Derek Carr finally gets some help at the wide receiver position. And there's going to be some legitimate competition, too, at that spot with Tyrell Williams and these 3 draft picks, and then you add Waller on top of that.
And there's always that kind of those rumblings underneath. Hey, well, does Gruden love Derek Carr? And this is a make-or-break season for Derek Carr,
right.
Clearly. They're giving him all the skill, the tools that he's going to need to have success. And I thought he quietly had a really nice season, was over 70% completion percentage. But what Gruden wants is the bigger explosive plays, to be able to stretch the field. So there are no excuses now. It's make or break for Derek Carr. And this team, you go to Las Vegas, they want to make a splash, and clearly they're going to have some explosive firepower on this offense.
I think the difficulty, though, is with, all these new additions, no offseason.
Right.
Trying to develop chemistry, trying to get these rookies on board. Now, you might have some of these guys who are better than others at picking up some of the systems, but that's going to be the hard part. And like you said, in a make-or-break year, he's got to try to find a way of figuring this all out, not having a normal offseason where usually you would get these guys into the season, they'd be on the same page. You won't have some of those reservations.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.